don't even know how I... Can you see that I'm streaming? No. Go to YouTube. Alright, let me see. Look up my name, like underscore A underscore boss 928, and then productions. Space and then productions. Channel. Mm-hmm. Like underscore A underscore boss 928 space productions. It shows it right there. No Man's Sky exploration live. This is my favorite. This is my home planet right here. I'd live on this planet. Real life. Yeah, I had a friend of mine. We're building a base here. I took the right. He's building his stuff on the left. Yeah, we could build on each other's as long as I'm here. It could be on a different planet as long as I'm in the same system. But like the thing is, you have a jetpack. You could just upgrade it all the way. Just fly. I have everything. But look at these stairs. Look at these. Try to make some like crazy. I don't know. Yeah, like a landing pad and stuff, and then have teleporters around. And my storage. Watch, I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna take one for you. It's my weed right here. All the storages. A lot of that. I have everything, but these are all my storages. Each one has something, right? You can have like, each one has its own thing. But I already like owned it all. Already like no life is getting hard. So each one has all kinds of stuff. There's stuff. But this is where it gets real. So it's like, yeah, you could do this, but look, you can change it. And then you have all of your things, so this is something you'd probably like. You have like different exosuits. And then this is one of them. Yeah. This is crazy. Like, I'm just on a chill planet. This is my home planet. This is one I like because like there's like no toxic. Like, I have a motorcycle. This one's sick. And then you have like the hover one. I'm not gonna get them. Each one has its own thing, and then the big old Colossus. You can upgrade each one. But this is where it gets real. Let me see. Go back first person. Wait, do I have my... Yeah, there's bare inventory. So look, you don't start off with this. You only start off with like this much. You have to upgrade to get all of this, right? But then you also have all of this that hold even more. So each one of these slots can hold 2 stacks of whatever that can be in here. So like you see, I can only hold 5 of these here, but in here I can hold 10. So it's like even more storage, and it takes time to like level it all up. But I want to pull some stuff out. This is better. Follow is trash. Huh? No, this one's way better. Let me show you something real quick. Let me just get them. Like, I have everything too. I have everything to dupe. So if you needed, like right there, like look at my money. This is the max. If I sell stuff, I can't get past this because I duped already the best stuff. Like if I sell that, it's 463 million. Like you don't understand how much that is. Like crazy. This is where it gets real. Are you still watching? Watch this. Did you see what I just did? You can go anywhere. You can go anywhere. Like I said, I pulse drived out of the atmosphere. I could have flew up, like if I wanted to, like to get out of the atmosphere. You can everything. Like like watch, like I don't know if you see, but if you keep seeing, like I can go in and out, and like each place is different. Like I can go all the way to the ground. Like I'm breaking through. Ooh, look. But go straight to it, right? Like, oh, this is the spot right here? Okay. Boom. Alright, it looks like I'm gonna be here, but wait for this. Let me know when you catch up to the... where I'm on ground again. No. Bro. It's like... that's a big game. Wait until you see me pull out the gun. You see what it does? It just mines everything, and then that's one altar. And then you can mine all of the stuff with the regular thing to get the material. So that's us actually mine stuff. Then you have the create one. So you can create land. Change the size. Like I said, I duped everything. I want to go find another planet. I have some cool ones. And like I said, if you were to get it, you already have... I have everything already. So it's not hard for me to pass it. It's up to you, man. If you were to play it, like I said, I'd be able to... but most likely I would want you to build a base. Because then, if you build the base, you'd be able to build on it when I'm not online. And there's one more. You ready for this thing? When I go back on this space, that's where it gets real. Yeah, but look at it more. Really? Sick. I don't know. Do you see me flying around the solar system? The space things?
this one.
All right, that sounds good, man. Whenever you're ready, go ahead, start up a screen share.
Okay.
Okay, so this one's trying to tell you to evaluate the following without using a calculator, okay? And I'm gonna show you the trick for this, okay?
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start up a new one, okay?
No problem.
You said your favorite color was red, right, man? Because they don't have gray.
Yes.
All right. So what we're gonna look up here is what I highly recommend too is actually looking up what I'm gonna write down right now. It's called the unit circle.
Yes. Oh yeah, I've had that up. I actually have one on screen with me.
Oh, you do? Sick. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's just get more familiar with it, okay? So if you ever do forget what it is, um, there is a way we can remember it, okay? And
Okay.
this is kind of how I kind of do it. So you had the question was cosine of 270 degrees. Am I not? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we want to first draw our coordinate or our lines of axes. So in this case here, the first one we know is 0 degrees. And at this point here, we know the coordinate pair is 0, comma 1.
Right.
Or 1, comma 0, I apologize here. It's 1, comma 0. And then another key thing we want to keep in mind is for every coordinate pair that we have, the x and y, we know cosine is the x and sine is the y value. At 90 degrees,
Right.
we have the coordinate pair 0, comma 1.
0, 1.
At 180 degrees, we have the coordinate pair negative 1, comma 0.
0.
And down here at 270, and that's kind of what we want, right? We know it's 0,
Right.
comma negative 1. So what this is saying here is the cosine value at 270 degrees is 0.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is saying two things. This is saying cosine of 270 degrees is equal to 0, and it's also saying sine of 270 degrees is equal to negative 1. Okay?
Oh.
For each coordinate pair, okay? So if we're looking at this one here, this is saying cosine of 0 degrees is equal to 1, and it's also saying sine of 0 is equal to 0. Okay?
Okay, so the x represents the cosine
Yep.
and the y represents the sine.
Perfect. So what I outlined in black is probably the most important piece, okay? So whenever you're looking at your
Right.
unit circle, just remember that if it lands on any like this is kind of what you want to get familiar with. If it's like a 30 degree, a 45, a 60, some type of 75, um, or even 315, like if you look at the unit circle itself, it actually shows um, the actual degrees, you know, of when that may be applicable in this case.
Right.
So then for this one here, your answer is just going to be 0 since cosine of 270 degrees is 0.
Because that would be the cosine. Okay. Oh. Uh, can you help me with this next one as well?
Yeah, no
At
problem. Let
the
me stop my share, okay?
no. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this one here, they're kind of giving you radians now, right? Or they give you this or this pi symbol. So without thinking, whenever you see that pi symbol, right? When it comes down to something involving this, you can either convert it into degrees or we can rewrite the unit circle using radians. Okay? So do you want to try to rewrite the circle using radians?
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start up another screen share. So it was cosine of negative 3 pi over 2, correct?
Yes.
So just like before, we want to always start drawing our axes. And then in this case, we want to look at this and we want to understand that this is a negative degree. So what this is implying is instead of going the normal pattern like this, we're now going to have to go the backwards pattern, okay?
Clockwise. Right.
So just keep that in mind. So now what we're saying is if we were just looking at a regular unit circle, this is still 0 degrees. But once we go over, this is pi over 2, right? And this would be pi. So if we keep in mind, we want to keep in mind that pi is equal to 180 degrees. So from here to here is 180 degrees. So therefore at the end of this point, that's going to be pi, okay?
Okay.
And then if we go down more, we're going to have now 3 pi over 2. Because we just added a half of a pi to pi. And then coming back, we would have 2 pi. So this is if we're going in the normal direction, okay? And that's how it's set up. So now when we're thinking about it, we're going negative 3 pi over 2. So we want to go this is half a pi that we went. We need to go 3 halves. So we need to go one more, and then one more, which ends us at this point. So this whole direction, we moved negative 3 pi over 2. Okay?
Right.
At this given point, we know that the values here, remember if we look at unit circle, it's 0, 1. Do you remember that?
Yes.
So,
the circle will just be counterclockwise.
Perfect.
Something like that.
Yeah. And another way we could do this too, right? If we didn't want to go that way, well, we could use the coterminal angle, and we can say we could have used negative 3 pi over 2 and add 2 pi to it to turn it positive. And what this would give us is actually pi over 2. And that would be the same direction leading us here to the same point. So there's multiple ways you can go about it, okay?
Okay.
But then this one here, since we're looking for the cosine value, it's most likely going to be the first number, which is just 0, okay?
Okay.
So therefore, cosine of negative 3 pi over 2 is 0.
Would the cot be undefined?
The only time it's undefined is when you have when it's something like when it's how would I say secant of, let's say, pi over 2. Because what this is implying is this is saying this is 1 over cosine of pi over 2. And at pi over 2, at this given point, we know it's 0. So you would have a case where it's 1 over 0, and this would be undefined. Okay? Because you couldn't solve that whenever you have a 1 over 0. All right? But it would have to be something with like secant or like when you're dividing by a 0. Okay?
Okay.
So the answer for this one should just be 0. All right?
All right, then. Thanks. I'm going to try solving this one by myself.
Yeah, no problem, man. Good job. Are you all good with all the notes here?
Yes, I'm done with all the notes.
Okay, for sure. I'm going to go ahead and stop my share. All right. Can you see I'm in the cellar? Oh, true. Really? Do you see the stars? Do you see them all? Like, do you see me flying through them? If you look close, do you see what I'm doing right now? Like, you see what I'm flying? Look at the top left. Do you see that thing? Look under it says galactic core. Okay. But anyways, that number is 694,999 light years right now. So I'm all the way out here, bro. So I end up hitting a black hole. So I ran into a black hole flying, and it spat me out over here. Yo, it was sick, bro. It was so sick. I'm trying to remember where I'm at. But anyways, we're in this. So everything that you just seen, all of those, like you barely just seen, like, look, there's like, if you look, you can see how many planets are on the solar system. There's what, 6 in this system. And you only seen one planet that I like. Like you could go like, all right, F that one. I'm gonna go to this one right here, bow. This one has like 3 planets, and that one has a moon on that planet. You're like, nah, I don't want that one. All right, what about this one? 3 planets and this one. You don't. You can't. You just go. Like you gotta warp there, and then you figure it out. Like it's sick, dude. Like, bro, there's like I said, I platinum this game in like 3 days, bro. 2 days. Like it was sick. It was a sick game, man. Like I haven't even done campaign. Like you don't need to do campaign to get the platinum, which I'm pretty sure you would be interested in. Like I didn't do any of the main missions. I just explored and I got the platinum, to be honest. But yeah, that's the one I'm in right here. I want to go. I'm probably gonna warp somewhere right here so you can see what I'm talking about. I want you to pick one though. What color? You can pick any green, red, or yellow. I'll sit right here, and then you tell me this one's a good. It shows like a good lot of them. You can tell me which one you want to go to. Green? Okay. So there's the bottom green or the mid green. Which one? Move, Move 9 or Pactula? So just boom, right? You click it, it's warp. F it. First contact. And you know what the cool thing about this game is, fools? Say if you're flying around, you're like, yo, I like this place. I bet you I'm the first one to ever discover it. And you find out that you are. You can name it and upload it, and no one can change it. So you have the first thing you arrived upon in your thing is a moon. What else we got here? Let's see, we got a planet with a ring. Oh, gold. Another planet out there. You got another one out there. Alright, man, you got like, okay, you got Yoha 63G4, Ruba Gbabek 3, Inui, Wakas. No problem. Oh my god. Hayakairi. Bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. My mind just my god. Oh my god. Yo. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. This place is sick, dude. Yo, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. No. Yeah, no problem. Oh my god. Yo, false. Oh my god. Yo, this place is sick.
Okay, so I need help with this one.
Yeah, no problem, man. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and start up a screen share. Okay, so this one's saying cosecant of 5 pi over 2, alright? I'm gonna go ahead and start up my screen share, okay?
No problem.
Alright, so just to clarify, it was cosecant of 5 pi over 2, correct?
Yes.
Alright. So what we want to do here is we want to understand the relationship between cosecant and sine. So from here, what we can say is we know cosecant is the same thing as 1 over sine of 5 pi over 2, okay?
Right.
Because of coterminal angles, we can take 5 pi over 2 and subtract 2 pi from that, okay? And it's going to reduce it for us and give us pi over 2. So what we're basically saying is, if we were to, what this is saying is we're subtracting a full circle from it because it's already more than a circle. And if we want to show the work for it, we did 5 pi over 2. We want to get a common denominator, so we have to take the over 1 here and multiply it by 2 on the top and the bottom. So this is going to become minus 4 pi over 2, which gives us pi over 2. So now we can turn this into one more step of just 1 over sine of pi over 2. And well, in this case, what's sine at pi over 2?
Sine of pi over 2. Sine. Wait, are we looking for the line in this one?
Yeah, so remember when we're looking at pi over 2, that's going to be the top line, right? Because what we're saying is pi over 2, remember, is 90 degrees, right?
Yeah, pi over 2 would be 90 degrees.
And the coordinate pair there is 0, 1. So we know sine in this case at pi over 2 is equal to 1. So this is just 1 over 1, okay?
Oh.
Which is equal to 1, okay? So remember, we want to keep in mind that you want to always look at that unit circle. For these questions, most likely this unit circle is going to be popping up a lot. So pi over 2 is the same thing as 90 degrees. Another key thing to keep in mind is pi over 4 is equal to 45 degrees. And another good one to keep in mind is pi over 6 is equal to 30 degrees. You also have pi over 3, which is equal to 60 degrees. And all of these appear on the unit circle. And then all of this is derived from pi being 180 degrees, okay? So if it's easier, sometimes you can always convert these into degrees. So if you first see pi over 2, just put a 180 over it, right? Over 2, and then this is going to give you just 90. And then you can say, well, what's sine of 90 degrees, right?
Right.
Alright. Yo, Falls, you got some good luck.
So if it's cosecant and sine,
You have good luck.
we would be looking for sine, which would be the y method.
Which is do. Yeah,
But
so
if it's
in this case, yeah, so we want to pair with cosecant. So cosecant pairs with sine, and secant turns into 1 over cosine, okay?
okay.
So whenever you see cosecant, you want to think of the relationship, which is it's involving with sine, right? And if you ever get it confused, cosecant can't go with cosine because they both have c's, right? And secant can't go with sine because they both have s's, right? They have to have opposites, okay?
Right.
So remember that. So in this case, it's like a lot of tricks here we can do to simplify the problem here, but we just want to understand that cosecant is going to be involving our sine, all right?
Right. Okay, I'm gonna try this one on my own.
All right, what happened, False? Sorry, dude, I couldn't hear you. Oh, you already did it? You already in here? Here, let me stop this. Hold up, I got you.